Hi, my name is Jerry with Auto World West Loop, and today I'd like to talk to you about auto repair ripoffs, the unbelievable low price. Have you noticed some big box chain stores advertising really low prices on services such as brakes, mufflers, tune-ups, tires, etc.? Such a low price that it may seem too good to be true. Well, in most cases, it is too good to be true. Once you get there, some of these stores will put what we call bait and switch on you, meaning they'll bait you in with a low price and then switch it on you once they have your car. They'll say things like, this is only for a certain tire size, a certain type of vehicle, or you need more than just a basic tune-up or brake job, so they'll hike the bill up several $100s. Not to pick on anyone in particular, but let's take brakes for instance, since that's the one that I hear the most complaints on. My neighbor took his 3-year-old truck with 30,000 miles on it to a brake specialist because they were advertising the low price. He left it, they looked at it, they called him back, said your truck needs a lot more than ordinary brake service. He needed brake calipers, brake lines, rotors, and drums resurfaced, wheel bearings repacked, the wheel cylinders replaced. He needed all this to a tune of about $650. Well, he asked them why all the extras if the truck was only 3 years old and had 30,000 miles. And they said that these parts are wearable items and they need to be serviced at every brake job. So he said he couldn't afford it, didn't have the money, if they could just do what they advertised, he'd appreciate it. Well, guess what? They told him no. They said they cannot touch his vehicle unless he approved the whole job. So he asked, okay, well, why? And they said, well, because if we don't do the complete job and you leave and one of these parts fails later, then we'd be liable for it. I mean, okay, good point. So he didn't have him do anything, and he asked, okay, well, if who gets this low price brake job? If a truck that's only 3 years old and 30,000 miles on it can't get it, then who gets it? Well, they didn't answer him. They couldn't give him an answer. So it goes to assume that there is no low price brake job. So he brings it into us, a little reluctant to tell me what happened since he is my neighbor and all. So we looked at it, and all we found was that he just needed a regular brake service. Nothing else. No extra parts, no nothing. So the brake specialists say that these parts are wearable items and they need to be serviced at every brake service. Every time you have a brake job, you need to either replace or rebuild or service these items in some way. While the manufacturer states that these parts are meant to last the lifetime of the vehicle. So who's right? Well, I'm going to go with the manufacturer because these parts are heavy-duty parts and in some cases will last the lifetime of the vehicle. But, you do have your cases where these parts will fail. However, we've learned that out of all the brake services that we perform, only about 10% of them get extra parts. All the other ones is just a regular brake service. Nothing else. Nothing added. So if your car needs brake service and you're getting a very high quote or price to get brakes done, or they want to add all these parts to it because of maintenance purposes or what have you, get a second opinion. Take your car, get a second opinion and see what someone else tells you. If you're in Houston, our second opinions are free. So if you want quality car care you can trust, come to Auto World West Loop in Houston, Texas. My name is Jerry. Thank you very much.